My name is Coach Mitch. I've been with F45 for about 2.5 years now. I was in the military. I was in the Army. I'm an infantryman, Army Ranger, paratrooper. So I did all the, that door kicking, jumping out of airplanes, all the crazy stuff. And that's kind of where I found my passion for training my fellow platoon mates, helping them elevate their PT scores. I'm a total jock. 100% athlete. I played high school football, wrestled in high school and in college. So I just love athletics. I love sports. I was put on this plan to help people. And that's what I'm trying to do here is to make you guys greater coaches, make sure you have a greater class experience for yourselves, continue to grow your community and continue to love your jobs. Community is going to come from you guys as coaches. You guys are family. You coach with each other every day. You're trading notes with each other. You guys are doing workouts together. Hopefully you guys are hanging out together outside the studio and you're building those bonds and relationships with each other. That stuff has to filter out towards your members, right? When you're high-fiving each other, you're hacking each other, how are you doing, how you can support each other, that filters back out to the members and they feel that love and that support as well. That's what keeps them coming back. That builds that sense of community. Starts with your small team and it gets filtered out to all those members. In the studio, it's all about engagement, right? People come to be coached. They don't want to come in and take a class. Some people do, but they still want to be coached. And you do that with all your support. You're using your F45 training app and all the technical cues and modifications that we learned here from all the athletics meetings we have with CSG. That's how we support our members, giving them those play-by-plays, how to approach the workout, what's the highlight of the workout, how should I approach each station as the workout is going on. We got to be welcoming and exciting from the start, from the jump. We all got crazy lives and crazy things going on in the background. Or I was telling Anna a story as well. I've had a really wild night with my 1-year-old. I was pretty much rocking him all night and I haven't slept, but I still feel good and I'm ready to coach my members today. You want to let everybody that comes in that door feel welcomed and excited, right? Look at your class list. Look at your classes on MindBody, see what names are coming in. Their pictures on there, match the face to a name. Say, hey, Amanda, how are you doing today as they're coming into the door? It makes them feel welcome. Checking them in, taking them to the blue track. If you get that newcomer and introducing them to a veteran member, letting that veteran member know that this is a new person. They're going to need a little help, a little guidance. That gives that veteran member a sense of autonomy, a sense of purpose. They feel like they belong and they're part of the process as well. If you do have trouble remembering people's names, especially your newcomers, use it like 15 times in a row the second you meet them. Hey, Amanda, welcome into the studio. These are the TVs. Amanda, the towel's over there. Amanda, the restrooms are over there. Amanda, the weights are lined up this way, light to the right. Heavy's on the left-hand side, Amanda. You got it? That way, that name is going to stick into your head. They're going to love hearing their name as well. I'm asking people about their day, doing just a simple kind of check-in. Hey, how's your day going? You're having a crappy day. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can make your day a little bit better. Hopefully you're going to kind of forget about that outside noise and just really focus on yourself in 45 minutes and you just grinding it out. Giving sincere compliments to your member is a great way to make connections. I had a member that came in the other day. She had glow-in-the-dark nails. They're all popping out and funky. I said, wow, those are super cool. Pointing out people's shoes, their gear. If you look good, you dress good, you feel good, you perform good. So if somebody's got they're matching outfit from head to toe, let them know they're fly. They're looking fly today. They're styling. This helps them feel good and ready to attack the workout. It also makes them feel very seen and heard. So you can definitely go back to that person later. And when you're giving them that modification, that cue, they're going to be a little bit more receptive just because off the bat, you're nice to them and you said something positive to them. Pointing out the positives is super key. We're here to make corrections, help people get stronger, push them, challenge them, but we want to really highlight things they're doing well. That makes them want to continue to come back and continue to do better. People's confidence and morale by pointing out those positives. Even the whole entire class, let your entire class know at the end of the workout, you guys absolutely crushed it today. I saw PRs everywhere. You did it right, team. You did it right. I'm proud of you. Go get some protein, get some hydration. Come back tomorrow. Let's do it again. When we're partnering up our members, use names. Don't just say, hey, you three, hey, you're going to four, you're going to five, you're going to six, boom, 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 or you're done. Give them a high five. Every person I give a station to, I give them a high five. I look them in the eyes. I tell them what station they're going to, and I tell them who they're working with. Hey, Amanda, Sally, Susie, you guys are all going to station number one. Start off on that road. I expect that 1 to 3 drive for that long timing. Just giving them the cue to start off with. They know what to expect. They know where they're going with there. They know how to attack and approach that station from the start. Is Mitch really serious about this 1 to 3? We have like 5 minutes on this. It's a high ranks workout. Yeah, he's serious. We got to do it together. This helps encourage collaboration between members as well. Pace each other together. A tempo rep, have them count out loud together, especially for some of our partnered workouts. Hey, it's you go, I go. Make sure you two are switching every 30 seconds off that erg machine. That keeps people wanting to come back, and it helps break up those divides and that awkwardness between members, right? When you help them realize that you're not really winning or losing. You guys are just working to try to accomplish something hard together. And that team training vibe just flows throughout the studio. We definitely want to be very mindful when we're engaging any of our members about our body position. Don't want to do things like cross your arms, mean mug a little bit. I know I could sometimes have RBF. If you don't know what RBF is, go ahead and put it in the Urban Dictionary and figure it out. I have ADHD too, so my brain is literally thinking, did I leave the refrigerator open? What task do I have to accomplish tomorrow? Who's on my call list, right? Team, try to be as present and as focused as you can. You want to be as open as possible. Don't walk around holding that tablet. You should be engaging with members, giving them tactile cues, shifting weights around. I like to say, get 10,000 steps a day when you're in the studio. So you're circling around the room like a shark, kind of looking at people, smiling at people, making eye contact, giving them visual cues by just doing things like dropping your shoulders or giving them a hand motion, right? This lets people know that you're engaging with them, that you're trying to give them the cue, that your body language is positive, that you're here to coach them. Even if you're not even necessarily talking to them, you're presenting yourself as open and wanting to help them. It's very important that when you're talking to members about what they're doing and what you want them to do, whether you want them to slow down, give them a why, right? Hey, I need you to slow down a little bit. You have been in the red for about 2 to 3 stations. Let's really open up our breathing. I need you to give me that big 4 count of the inhale in and that big 4 count of the exhale out through the mouth, all right? Do it with me. In, out. Very good. I can see that heart rate starting to come down. I want you to keep an eye on your line heart. Make sure we get yourself down to the green, and then we're just going to try to maintain that and stay that for the rest of the session today. That member knows exactly what I want them to do, exactly what zone I want them to stay there, and how to stay there, right? Because I gave them all those cues, made that eye contact with them. I affirmed with them exactly everything I need them to do, and I'm going to check in back with them later for understanding. We want your members to trust you. This is how they're going to take your coaching well. This is how they're going to take your progression well. This is how they're going to take that modification you give them well. They're going to be like, no brainer, no problem. Showing interest in someone, asking those open-ended questions. Does anybody have an idea of what a good open-ended question is?
When can I reschedule you for tomorrow? What time works best for you?
Great. That's great. No, let me check my calendar. Yeah, pull up your calendar. Let's figure it out together. These are our class times. We want to be an active listener when we're trying to build that rapport and engage with questions. Reg, you had your hand up. I want to hear from you, buddy. I haven't heard you in a while, man.
Quick one I always ask my members is, are you an Astros fan? And it's either a yes or a no question. So from there, it's an easy way to figure out kind of where somebody stands in the sports realm. A lot of people in Houston are Astros fans, and so it's just an easy way to break the ice. If they're an Astros fan, I'm an Astros fan. If they're not, I'm not an Astros fan, and we can talk about something else.
I love that. I love that. Talking about sports, like I said, I'm a sports nuts. You know, I live in Jacksonville. There's a lot of Jacksonville Jaguars fans around here. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a New Yorker, but engaging with them about sports, I always say leave those harder topics out. You know, no politics, no religion. Asking people about the weather is like my go-to. Hey, it's an awesome day outside, right? The sun is shining. Isn't it great to come in this nice AC, air-conditioned room and get a little sweat going on? Robert, what you got, buddy?
Yeah, somebody asked me when I started working here at the end of the workout while I was stretching, they came over and they say, "Hey, I saw you pushing and doing great. What was the most challenging one for you today? What was the station that gave you the most work?" And I was like, "Wow, that's cool. That's a great question to ask."
I love that question. That's kind of something I ask all of our restarts as well. I ask them at the end of the workout, give me some feedback. What did you love? What did you hate? And I'm always twisting whatever they hated into that positive. Yes, station number 6 was super challenging. The challenges are what are going to change you. And if it was challenging, it probably means it's something that you need to work on. And there is definitely different variations of that exercise of that that we can do, or I can show you that you can practice at home later. So that way, when that workout or that exercise does pop up again, that you're ready to crush it. You want to diffuse those reasons not to come back. What you got?
My favorites are asking, especially on like a Monday or a Friday, do you have any fun plans this weekend? And then if they tell you on Friday, if they come back on Monday or if you can get them booked back on Monday, it goes such a long way. If you can remember just one thing about what they told you on their weekend, it doesn't have to be anything big or noteworthy, but if you can just tell them how was, the birthday party that you went to or anything of the sorts, it really shows them that you are interested and invested in their life and not even just as an athlete, but as a person. It goes a really long ways.
Exactly. See, that's how we build connections. That's how we build community. A little bit of active listening. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? We're just going to hang out at the house. That sounds awesome and relaxing. I hope you enjoy it. On Monday, when I see you, how well did we chill this weekend, right? Did we really kick our feet up or run around crazy? Did you get some good sleep? That checking back in on a Monday or that next day to see how those plans went, it means that you're actually there for them, that you're not being a fake person. You're being actually genuine. You're being kind. You're being authentic, and you appreciate their time and you want to hear what they have to say. And you're interested in their life, right? That's how we build that team. That's how we build that community. I love it, guys. You guys are awesome. One of the best ways we can break the ice is call that member by their name and just check in how they're feeling. I like to use an RPE scale. I've been telling and teaching a lot of my members about that RPE scale, the rate of perceived exertion. We use it normally for exercise, but we can do it just on how you're feeling for the day as well. Hey, how are you coming into the room today? Are you feeling 1 to 10? 10 being, I am ready to rock and roll. I'm at 100. I'm ready to go. 1, I need a nap. I'm not ready for any of this. I want nothing to do with nothing today, right? Obviously, we can use that for exercise as well. Where's your intensity level at? 10, I need somebody to call an ambulance, right? Or 1, I'm just not intense at all. But just giving them some sort of a scale. I know like in Stanford and Connecticut, they use the 40 to 45. How you feeling coming into the studio, which is great. I love that. Our goal, remember our goal and our objective is to have them leaving and feeling better than they did when they came in. Even if they are feeling 1,000% great when they come in, we want them feeling even 10 times better when they leave. Man, I felt great coming in. I just had an amazing workout. Coach Anna was awesome. Christina was awesome. Like, I can't wait to come back tomorrow. I'm so happy I'm part of this community. I'm so happy I'm part of this team. Even if they're having a hard day, being that ear to listen, turning that negative into a positive. I call myself like an optimistic realist. Hey, I hear you're having a bad day. I hear things are not going well for you right now. But guess what? You get to leave all that to the side right now. You get to come in, you get to hang out with me and Coach Amy and Coach Ryan, and we're just going to lift some weights. We're going to tell some jokes. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to dance a little bit, and it's going to be good. All your problems and everything, worry about them later. They'll be there, but we're just going to have some fun here for the next 45 minutes. And then when we're engaging our members during workouts, right, we want to hit them with that sandwich method. We don't want to just tell them, hey, you're doing that wrong. Let me show you how to do it right. That sandwich method. We want to give them that positive, give them that good constructive feedback, and then give them a little affirmation to close it off. Hey, Tim, your form looks great on those neutral grip rows. I love it. But I noticed your shoulder blades are really coming up towards your ears. Let's try dropping them down a little bit, really bracing your core and pulling those elbows way past the ribs. I'm going to feel that in your lats a lot more. If you keep that same speed and intensity, you're really going to get the most out of this exercise right here. All right, buddy, keep it up. You got it. That high five, you walk away. Those shoulders are dropped. He's pumping away. He really feels it. He's going to give you that look back like, what did you just do to me? I fixed you. I made it safe. I made it just a little bit harder. And he's absolutely feeling what he needs to be feeling. working out intentionally the way he's supposed to be. That sandwich method is so key. Remember, we're here to uplift people, not put them down. So we got to put that positive in there in the first, put that good form correction in there, and then close it off with a nice affirmation, that check for understanding. Want to give them that good eye contact, that high five for, affirmation, and then send them on their way to keep crushing the workout. All right. So we all have those crazy, intimidating kind of members in our studio. Trust me, 5 a.m. is full of them in my studio, but they're a good crowd. And it is 100% okay and natural to feel intimidated by these members. They are still here for you. They are still here to be coached, and your role is to make them feel comfortable. You have to know your audience a little bit too. I've had coaches come in at 5 a.m. My 5 a.m. crew is quiet. They're chill. They want to do the work. They want to get it in. They want to get out. They want to go home. They want no problems. If I have a coach come in at 5 a.m. and they're rah, 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 they do not like that. They're like, what is going on with this guy? We literally just woke up. We just want to do our benchmark and go home. No one to kind of elevate and pick up that energy. No one to drop it down and keep it chill. Sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. Sometimes you're running on low and that 5 a.m. is ready to go. But you got to come in, you got to give them a woo. You got to hype yourself up. Maybe to do some push-ups. There's some jumping jacks in the back. Get yourself riled up and ready to go. And give them that best class, that best energy, that best effort you got. I want you guys always try to give everybody 110%. Because even if you're trying to give them 110% and you fall short, probably fall short and giving them maybe 100 or 90, that's what they need to deliver an excellent class. Our approach our members with empathy and understanding. Yes, I get it. It is 5 a.m. This is your 5th day in a row. It's Friday. We're doing checkmate. It's an AMRAP pod. I totally understand. Let's start off slow and let's build up the energy and just make sure we're tracking our reps and trying to get and push as far as possible towards the end of that pod, right? Stick to a set of burpees. I don't care if you do three burpees every time. Be consistent. As soon as we're done with pod 3, we don't even got to think about burpees anymore. Just cardio on pod 1, okay? Knowing from where your members are coming from, how they're feeling, how to engage them, it all just takes active listening, those open-ended questions, reaffirming what they say to you, and giving them just a solid plan to go on with moving forward. What if they're still freaking you out? They're still super intimidating. You've coached them. They've ignored your cues. First thing you want to try is coaching their partner. Pair them up with somebody you can coach, who loves your coaching, who's going to listen to all your cues. Go right in front of them. Something today like tricep extensions, right? Let's say that intimidating member's elbows are flaring out. You already told them 3 times, hey, squeeze those elbows in a little bit. Get the heads of those biceps to your shoulder. They're just rolling their eyes and doing whatever they want. Go up to their partner. Give them a tactile cue. Touch their elbows, squeeze them closer together. Maybe give them a progression as well. Tell them to rotate at the top a little bit, or turn those palms in so they can get a little bit deeper of a stretch, bigger range of motion. They're going to see and hear that and be like, I kind of want to give that a shot too. And you're going to see them starting to pick up some of those things that you're coaching to somebody else. You can macro coach to that group of 3 or 2 exactly what you want them to do, that change for that one person you saw who's kind of intimidating you. And you can watch all 3 or all 2 people start performing that exercise exactly the way you want them. Another good option is to kind of just give them options. Hey guys, if you want to make this exercise a little bit easier for this tricep extension, let's keep both up and let's maybe go down 1 at a time, really just isolating 1 tricep at a time. Or let's add a hip bridge to that like we usually do, or maybe a single leg hip bridge. See if you can really brace that core, drag through that heel, turn those glutes on, and add a bit more full body to this tricep exercise. Next 40 seconds is coming up right now. And just turn back in a few seconds and see what happens there at that station. Once you see them starting to engage and do some of those things, go over there and give them those few extra cues to make sure they're really doing it right. They're going to absolutely love you. Those options are great. We want to help and continue to foster a community where everybody is seen, everybody is heard, and everybody's empowered to grow. Giving members a little bit of autonomy, giving them those affirmations, being the positive reinforcement, asking for feedback, giving them positive feedback, giving them guidance, keeps them coming back and helps make that class, whether it's a simple class like benchmark or a super complex class like checkmate or one of our high rocks workouts, helps it make it into a great class. So continue to get out there, ask some questions, have some fun, shake it up with them, try some of these things out, build that community, engage with them, show them how to use things, show them how to adjust things, be that continuing support, be that listening ear. And I guarantee they're going to continue to highlight you as a coach for their studio.